Hey guys, Gadget Droid here. So today we're checking out the Samsung B-Series HW B400F, the 2025 2.0 channel soundbar that's all about simplicity and solid sound without complicating your living room setup. Now, at first glance, this thing is sleek and understated, all black, about 25 inches long, so it fits neatly under your TV or even mounted on the wall, and at just over 4 inches deep, it won't take over your space. What's interesting is that Samsung has packed a built-in subwoofer right into the soundbar, so you don't need an extra box to get that punchy low end. That makes it perfect for smaller living rooms or apartments where dragging around a separate sub might not make sense. Plug it in, pair it with your TV, and you're pretty much good to go. One of the biggest advantages here is the one remote functionality. If you've ever hated juggling multiple remotes between your TV and sound system, this makes life a lot easier. Samsung lets you control the soundbar directly with your TV remote, power, volume, sound modes, so it's really just one device to manage. And honestly, that's a feature that ends up being way more useful than you think, especially when you're binge-watching shows late at night or switching between gaming and movies. Sound quality is where this thing shines for its category. The 2.0 channels might sound basic on paper, but the built-in subwoofer balances the mid-range and bass surprisingly well. Samsung emphasizes full, balanced sound, and in practice, it really does deliver clear highs without the tinny feel you get from smaller speakers, and the bass has enough depth to give movies some real impact without shaking your whole room. It's not going to compete with a full 5.1 setup, but for everyday TV watching, gaming, and even casual music listening, it's really solid. They've also added a dialogue enhancement mode, which is honestly one of my favorite features in smaller soundbars. Shows with muffled voices or movies with lots of background effects can make dialogue frustrating to follow, but this automatically amplifies speech, so you don't have to scramble for subtitles or turn up the volume in the middle of a quiet scene. And speaking of volume, Samsung has included a night mode that reduces the bass and overall volume so you can watch late at night without waking up the house. It's a small detail, but for apartment living or shared spaces, it's a big win. Setting up the B400F is also refreshingly simple. You can connect it wirelessly via Bluetooth, or through HDMI if you prefer a wired connection, and pairing it with your Samsung TV is almost effortless. There's no complex app or multiple-step calibration, just power it on, pair it, and it works. The sound expands surprisingly well for a 2.0 setup, too. Samsung surround sound expansion tech projects audio in all directions, so while it's not true surround sound with separate speakers around the room, it still makes you feel more immersed in the content. Movies feel a little bigger, and even gameplay has a bit more spatial awareness than you'd expect from a compact soundbar. The HW B400F is also very lightweight at just 4.6 pounds, so mounting it on the wall or just placing it on a TV stand is painless. It's designed to integrate seamlessly into your living space without being intrusive. Samsung even included multiple antenna locations for smartphones or tablets, so if you want to stream your own playlists over Bluetooth, you can do that without any hassle. Power-wise, it's a simple corded electric setup, and the maximum output is 40 watts, which is adequate for average rooms but probably not enough for a big open-concept living room if you want to feel it shake. Still, for the size and simplicity, it's a fair compromise. In terms of design, this soundbar keeps things minimal, which is refreshing. There's nothing flashy or overly futuristic, just a clean black finish that blends well with most TVs. The controls are intuitive and straightforward, and the one remote control means you don't have to dig around for extra buttons or worry about confusing layouts. Samsung has clearly designed this with everyday users in mind, not audiophiles chasing decibel wars. It's about convenience, clarity, and adding a little extra depth to your entertainment without adding complexity. One thing I noticed while using it is that the dialogue enhancement really does make a difference.